Hello and welcome everybody. I am of course Wyverian, your storyteller for Deviant the Renegades, Children of the Plague. I am joined by the lovely...
Hi, I'm Charistoph playing Rick Maybank.
I'm Livespark playing Andre.
I'm Pooter playing Alice.
And I'm choking to death, but that's okay. I'm Gandhi playing Adrian.
Absolutely okay. We don't need you right now anyways. I feel like we left at a very important time in Andre's life when we last left off. Andre had just found out that, well, outside of himself and the cohort, monsters are real. As this dog-like thing chased him out of the abandoned laboratory, and then upon reaching the doorway, as Andre took a glance back, shifted into something that is still very dog, wolf-like, but is the size of a horse. And if I remember correctly, there is a certain primal hatred boiling up inside of Andre.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like we need to touch on that.
Roll initiative.
Oh, whatever's nearby, I want to throw it at this thing.
Let's see. Give me a perception check just to see what you can find here.
One success. It's going to be one of those.
Honestly, this area is pretty empty, but as you've made it to roughly about the street, so as you kind of look down, you do find what appears to be a empty beer bottle for you to be able to check if you want to go ahead and give me the roll for that. This thing will be applying its defense. Give me one moment here. The defense is... book here, just to make sure I'm not mistaken. If anybody knows if the transformation adds anything to defense... let's see, increases dexterity by 2, but it doesn't...
Dex, so unless wits would be...
No, so that's not going to change defense. Okay, defense is 9.
Oh, Garth and Ness. Sorry, one moment. So Scarf and Ness, that's 2.
Chucking it with your mind?
Yeah.
Alright.
Picking it up's going to take too long. That's going to give me a very nice chance. Here we go. Chance die. No, nothing.
Alright. So, upon hurling that bottle with your powers, this thing reacts badly to having the bottle chucked at it. In the next moment, you are, you're at the street, they're at the door. They have a speed of 19. They're going to be on top of you pretty quickly, so I'm going to make a roll. What's your defense?
Sorry, I've got wrong sheet. Wrong sheet is 5.
Okay. Make sure here. Strength +2. Okay. So this is just a flat roll for them. Okay. Okay, with 2 successes,
Oh.
the next thing you know is this thing is on top of you. Paw, for lack of a better word, even though it takes up almost the entirety of your chest, pushing you on your back on the ground. This massive muzzle lowers itself down and sniffs at you. And its lips curl. Imenuka Saryarin. There's letters. It sounds like a language. You have no idea what it means. But it's one of those things, it doesn't sound like animalistic noises.
Okay. Do I do something very, very stupid? That could be quite fun.
Is that a question?
Well,
What's the alternative? Not to.
Okay. Seeing as how close it is,
Right on top of you, yes.
I'm going. If I was to target quite a small aspect of this, would it work with telekinesis?
You're giving me half of what you want to do.
Or pull one of its teeth out?
Whoa.
Yeah. You can try. A tooth is not an inanimate object in this case.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
So what's the resist?
It's strength brawl. Contested.
Oh. Okay.
And this one is again. Scar finesse. Which finesse stat?
Depends on your scar.
Yep. What does is it a mental scar?
Wits, dex, or manipulation?
Yep.
Yeah. It's yeah.
No supernatural tolerance or anything like that? Just want to make sure.
No, Scar. Scar is. Scar is social. So that's only 2. Damn it.
Oh, wow. That was a garbage roll on my behalf.
Well, hopefully. I've willpower in this as well.
You
No,
haven't set
I
to
got-
chant still.
Oh, I will retake that. Oh, that was that moment was not good. Oh, 1.
The tie goes to the defender.
I'm gonna have garbage rolls now, isn't it? That's
Gather to remember Andre.
No.
more than
So, I'm assuming there is a bit of confusion on your face. One, you weren't able to yank its tooth out, and two, it very clearly was trying to talk to you.
make some more effort in future.
Confusion. Not spirit. Not host. Not wolf. Not human, though. Business.
It's a question, or are you just saying what's coming into your head? Because it sounds very confusing right now.
Throat. Not designed. If you want to give me an intelligence check here, just pure intelligence.
Sure. Straight intelligence, sure. Then I got some 3.
Out of 2, you get 3 successes.
Wow.
You are pretty sure what's going on here is this thing's vocal cords are not necessarily designed to be speaking the way it is right now. So there's probably a limitation going on here. It's not a intelligence issue, it's more of a physical limitation.
You let me up. Maybe I try and make sense of what you're saying.
Before your eyes, this creature, you see it twist and contort. You hear bones snapping, you see them literally shift underneath this creature's form. After less than 3 seconds, though, instead of a large paw on your chest, there is a woman's her foot is covered in what appears to be a combat boot of some sort. She's mid-height, short reddish brown hair, and she's still pushing all of her weight on that foot on your chest. And she kind of leans, she places both of her arms on her knee and kind of stares down at you. Or you can stay down here and tell me your business in there. I don't have a lot of patience.
Pooter, you come running after me. You turn into whatever you just were, and now you're demanding things. You were the one that chased me out here.
Yes, I chased you out of here. You're on my territory.
Your territory. Your territory sucks. There's nothing here. Except a load of mushrooms.
Oh. You need to watch your tone. Watch it. I don't have a lot of patience. And you can see there is anybody could tell that this person is literally bubbling with some sort of rage. Now,
I don't know who you are.
good.
I come here for my own reasons. And then you are along with some creepy ass huge spider.
She pauses for a moment. I mean, there's certainly still an infestation going on in there, but there's nothing larger than the regular house spider in there. Are you delusional?
No. I saw a shadow, but unless it was some trick of the light, then that thing was no house spider.
What are you doing here? You said your own reasons. That's not much of an answer.
This is your territory? How long? Who was here before you?
Oh, my pack's had this territory for... let's see. It was before the merger of the protectorates in the area. Before the pack merger. We're pushing... I want to say pushing 10 years. I'm not originally from this area. This building is relatively new. Once the military shuffled on out, it was deemed that we needed to check out what all was going on inside.
Nothing to do with the military.
Come again?
You had nothing to do with the military.
They wish. No. Nothing to do with the military.
You let me up. Maybe I believe you. Maybe I tell you what's going on. But not here.
And how do I know that you're not just gonna run again? She kind of smirks. Even if you did, you couldn't escape me. She lifts her weight off of her leg and steps off to the side. She doesn't make any gesture to help you back up, but...
No, stand up on my own. Thank you.
Watch that attitude.
Is there any way that we can get the drunk? Because right now I need one. Maybe then I tell you what's going on.
What is today? Is it Sunday? She pauses for a moment.
Yeah, I think so.
Dry state. No sales on Sunday.
No, I can't, senor. No, I've got. All right then. Somebody does coffee then, I suppose.
You really are. You're from a much larger city than here, aren't you?
You could say so.
Let's just say... Oh. We don't even have a Starbucks.
At some point in your life, just please tell me. Promise me you will visit Paris. Overculture. It will be an experience. Broaden your horizons. See what the world has to offer.
Well, I don't have all night. I'm sure you don't either.
I'm going to be walking back to from the way I came. You're welcome to join me, and maybe I answer your questions on the way.
She's not letting you out of her sight at this time, so... She's following.
So, turning back around. You don't have to follow me. Walk beside, if we talk, I don't want to be shouting what I know down the street. People listen.
She's not following too far behind you, but she is She doesn't make any move as if to walk side by side. We are not equals. You are prey. End of story at this moment. Now, what are you doing here? She's not shouting or anything. Instead, you're still within just normal talking distance.
I was there because the military are not the military. Ignorance. Something so much more.
Interesting, I suppose. But not a lot to go on.
They created me. Or at least they discovered me, and then they thought that they could refine it. Make me something else, you know.
And what does that have to do with this location?
Because they were here. This was their second site. Thought there might be something, you know. Who was working here? Names. Identifications, code signs, whatever I could find. But no, just a lot of overgrown mushrooms.
Yes. You answered my question. So, let me give you a little bit of a... A slight smirk appears on her at the corner of her mouth. My kind have a saying. This story is true. And we're gonna cut away to Alice, Adrian, and Rick. So, after setting fire to the place, Adrian ripping off the contraption on Grundy's arm, where are you heading as sirens begin to fill the distance?
Well, not here.
Probably back to where we came from.
Going back to where we came from is not a good idea because, well, there were other people there that were antagonistic, we'll say.
More empty suits. We need to find somewhere else now. Great. I don't suppose the sewers are an option.
I mean, not the most glamorous place, but I can't say yes or no on that. That would be for each individual person to decide.
I'm worried that the sewers are not as fanciful as you might imagine them being.
Yeah, this ain't a
That's why
movie.
they're sewers.
There are also little death traps. Say the soup men come and chase you down there. Where are you running? At least up here, you can dodge in between buildings.
I'm assuming you're moving while you're saying this, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I am
No, we're
immediately
still
just
sitting
going the
inside the
opposite
burning building.
direction. I am leaving. I don't know about the rest of you. I'm gonna go. I don't want to be here when the cops show up.
Yeah, for lack of other direction, I also follow.
Follow the old man.
Is he old? How old is he? I forget.
This is late 30s, I think I said.
Oh, I
Does-
thought you were like 50.
Did I say 30? Or I might have said late 40s. I can't remember. I didn't write it down. However old he is, he doesn't like to talk about it because he thinks he's old. All right, anyways. Yeah, I mean, for lack of a better direction, I'm gonna put distance between us and this burning building, presumably also putting distance between the warehouse where we came from.
All right, that's perfectly fine. Is there a specific destination or anything in Adrian's head right now?
I think we just need to get somewhere to talk for a little bit. I think that might be the best option. So, I don't know, a comedically placed alley? I'm not really sure, behind a dumpster.
I mean, there's plenty of places for you to just move off, not even alley-wise, you know.
An underpass, maybe, I'm not really sure.
There's plenty of different places for you to be able to stop and talk. Like, nothing even comedic.
Okay, yeah, well, something to get out of sight of the road so we can have a conversation.
All right. I mean, as stated, you're able to find what is essentially, it's not a major park. It's not like, oh, the park of whatever. It's one of those little side street parks where you can, you know, has a nice little walking trail. Maybe it has a playground and even that's questionable. But it would be enough off the road where you wouldn't look suspicious congregating on the side of the road or something like that.
Okay. Well, whatever it'll have to do. I'm assuming Desmond just ran off in a different direction for the sake of,
Absence.
yeah.
Just went to go murder some other random person.
In the chaos of the fire, it's hard to tell.
Okay, well, maybe we'll meet up with him another day. All right.
Also, at this point, Rick, could you make me a stamina check?
Okay.
Oh no.
One success.
It's brief, but you do feel all the strength leave your legs. You're able to catch yourself, so you don't fall or anything, but there is a definite stumble.
Oh. Well, I probably almost fall on Alice and steady myself on her.
Okay.
During this momentary bit of weakness, the tendrils in your vision almost make you blind for a second before they recede back to the corners of your vision. You can still see these inky tendrils at the corners of your vision. And the whispering in the back of your head is still... It's just loud enough to be obnoxious. Just intrusive enough to, you know, be driving you a little bit batty.
Psychic tinnitus. Got it. He just grabs his head, grunts, and is like, Alice, are you doing that?
I don't think so. As far as I know, I can only speak like this. I don't think I have the power to make your knees buckle. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just I keep hearing things that aren't. It's like this noise.
Alice kind of looks up and around. Does she hear anything?
Outside of the just standard, you know, city streets. No.
I don't hear anything else.
I
Andre,
think
do you
just-
hear anything else?
Andre's not here.
I mean, Adrian, sorry. Too many A's. Andre's Adrian.
Alice.
Alice.
No, you going mad, son? There's nothing here but the distant hum of cars in the city. I hate it.
Yeah, I think we need to just get somewhere and rest. I don't know what's up.
There are several park benches nearby that, I mean, without an actual destination, probably would prove as good as any place to take stock of things. Are you gonna help him over there, Alice?
Yes. Sorry. There's a bench over here. We can sit down. I don't want you falling. So what kind of things are you hearing? Like, are you hearing it or are you imagining it? What?
Whispering, my vision's narrowing. It's like a hangover almost, except I don't know.
Been drinking?
I wish. It's like floaters in your eyes, except they're a lot bigger and darker.
I don't know what that is. Like I said, I don't think that's me. I hope that's not me.
At this point,
Probably nothing.
Alice, you hear something else in your head. No, it's not you, and it's not me either. It's not either of us. Don't worry, Alice, it's not us.
Now, I know what it is, but from character creation, is this something Alice has heard before in her past?
Not so...
Clearly?
Definitively.
Okay.
It's mostly been incoherent. Well, it's mostly been jumbled. Let me phrase it like that. As opposed to what Rick is hearing, which is low, incessant whispering. There's not really words attached, or at least not words that Rick can make out. You've always heard, it's never been like whispers, and there's been words, they just haven't made a whole lot of sense. This is the most coherentness that you've ever heard it before.
Okay. Well, she's not gonna make any outward sign. Well, she's gonna try anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, give me resolve plus composure here.
All right, resolve, composure. Oh my, 3 successes.
Yeah, no. Cool as a cucumber.
Cool as a cucumber, but she is going to mentally respond. Oh, you speak English now, I see. Do you know what this is?
It is the end of all things. It's doing my job better than I could have ever done it.
So...
It's here too, you know. I'm helping keep it at bay.
What is it?
No response.
Okay. Well, she'll direct her attention back to the rest of the group. I have no idea what it is you're saying. I don't know. I can't help. I'm sorry.
And I bet if I suggest go check yourself into a hospital, you'll probably stab me. So let's just consider our other options. For lack of a
smoke inhalation, but this started before the smoke started.
Maybe you just need to lay down for a while, but I am starting to suspect, due to some actions that have been taken recently, we're probably not really hidden as much as you'd like here.
Yeah, we should keep moving.
Also, at this moment, I want to put a pin in something. Andre, I just want to confirm. After your conversation with your informant, you sent them the information that she gave you that was prevalent to them, correct? Regarding the new laboratory?
Is there any way of contacting them? Because I don't think Andre has a phone, doesn't trust it.
Adrian has been providing burner phones to everybody.
Yeah, but you would have got a message, and that probably went down a storm drain.
All right. Yeah, no, that was all I was wondering. So you guys do have access to that information that was given to Andre as well. Whether or not you've had time to actually even...
Just that there was a second laboratory in DC?
At the correctional, the health correctional facility. The correctional health facility, there we go. So basically, it is a prison jail.
Right, but even if we have that information, if one person's struggling to stand, I don't think that's a good idea to go after. So I'm not really sure that's on Adrian's mind at the moment as a possibility.
Now, while this is happening, I think I'm going to choose to use my flashback merit, if possible.
All right, what's your flashback merit? Remind everybody again.
I flash back to a piece of information that could be helpful now or later, though I don't know how that will be helpful necessarily, and take the shaken condition.
All right. So, the flashback. Let me pull up a thing here. Actually, I don't need to look at anything. One of the things that come as your mind slowly drifts. Ooh, actually, at the same time, give me a wits resolve roll at a -2. Sorry, a couple things are going to happen here.
It's resolve. That's an interesting roll.
One success, all right.
One success.
So, Alice and Adrian, you notice that Rick seems to go off into his own little world for a little bit. Rick, you're in a lab. You are in intense pain. Your torso is, for lack of a better word, on fire with the amount of pain, not actual physical flames, to the point where everything in your brain says, don't look down, don't look at it, don't look at it, don't look at it, don't look at it. You hear voices in the background. You have just enough energy to turn your head. You see two individuals talking. You see the woman that was described, or I don't want to say described on TV, but was named on television as Dr. Gibson. The other person mean fetid clothing. Clothes that are literally just rotting off of the body. The body seems to be covered in oozing sores. Dr. Gilson isn't recoiling or anything. They're just talking with each other. Dr. Gilson's voice. Everything is moving apace. We should have 8, maybe 9 of these beings ready. I'm not sure how things will go. The samples that you provided were miraculous. Did you hear a voice, this other person's voice, speak out? Marvelous, isn't it? Opulent, even. Yes, but I don't need you to go any further. I just needed to know the progress update. We have given you plenty of samples. Your continued help in these matters is great. We are running a little short behind schedule, though. He kind of looks in over. This individual, how is it taking to their physiology? She looks over. States of animalistic instinct, higher function seems to be muted during those times. We did use those dogs that you brought in for this particular strand. So, somewhat to be expected. And it's about at this point that you come to.
Elsa's waving her hand in front of your face.
He just stands for a second and then just jerks looking at your hand. Like, oh.
Hello?
We should probably get going.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell you for the past... How long is he out? Whatever.
3-4 minutes, I would say.
Okay, so...
Long
Listen,
enough to be concerning.
this city is... I think we've overstayed our welcome. How about you?
I think that's going to happen anywhere right now.
Yes, but we've kind of made a spectacle right here now, so yeah, I think
Yeah, a couple
Getting
of
us-
times now.
as far away from here as possible sounds like a good plan.
Right, so here's my proposal. A lot of parking garages around this city, you know? A lot of cars just kind of get left there, from what I understand. I bet we could probably commandeer one of these vehicles. It might take a little bit to do. I'll probably have to lug some gas over. I don't know if any of you know how to steal a car, but I mean, I haven't done it, but I know a bit about cars.
Sort
I
of?
haven't done it before, but in theory, I think I know how some of that works.
Right, because I'm getting tired of walking everywhere in this damn town. And if you want to get out of this town, we're going to need a little bit more speed than walking or public transport.
I mean, they're gonna be able to find us just by if the car is reported as stolen.
Well, that's the beauty of it. lot of these garages, parking spots, the cars just get left in there. They don't tow them out. Takes time to tow them out.
You know what? Fine. Let's just go anywhere right now.
All right.
You lead the way. I can't think.
Okay. Well, for lack of... Well, I mean, I'm not going to go break into a car with my fists, so... I also, you kind of need things to try to hotwire it. I don't think we'll get the keys left in the ignition for us, so... it might take a little more effort. So,
I mean, I have the Demolisher merit. I could easily break a window.
Yeah, but that's noticeable. I wanna pump down to the local, like, I don't know, like the local AutoZone or hardware store or something. Get some things to get a car running without the keys. I'll say that.
Are you guys going to go with him?
Not inside. I mean, we'll follow up. Alice will follow to the store, but she probably won't go inside. She has no need to.
Alice, you have a phone on you, right?
Yeah, mainly for texting, obvious reasons. She got from whoever's been supplying the burner phones.
Would your brother have this specific burner number?
Probably, because she does still want to keep in touch.
Your phone vibrates then.
We should pull it out and have a look.
Hello, Miss Alice It's a text message, obviously, in this case. Hello, Miss Alice Gibson. I have been told that you are mute, so instead of a phone call, I have texted you. My name is Maria Claire. I am the caseworker for your brother. He has signed himself into foster care system, and he's explained the situation to us rather thoroughly. We would like you to come by our office to have a discussion. Full disclosure, there may be legal actions being taken against you as well. I'm not in the business of hiding things from my clients' families. So that is the only reason I'm letting you know. Note that if you do not show up to this meeting, a warrant will be signed for your arrest.
We're gonna have to fight CPS too. You already beat up a hospital worker. This is terrible.
I didn't beat up a hospital worker. What are you talking about? Okay. Well, she's obviously gonna read the whole thing. She's gonna sit on that and mull over it for a little while before she decides to ask for the rest of the group's help, because she'll probably need it.
As Adrian gets the stuff and goes up to the cash register, are you doing self-checkout or a regular checkout?
I mean, I myself hate self-checkout, but a lot of people use it. So I'm probably just getting self-checkout. I mean, it's not that suspicious to buy like a screwdriver and a couple other tools.
Cash or credit?
Well, I mean, I'm
We
gonna
have the
try.
$20 I stole from the hospital worker we beat up.
He's gonna try his card first, but
No.
Heart goes through.
All right, excellent. We're leaving anyways. Who cares?
Self-checkouts have security cameras sometimes, so no.
I don't care. What are they going
Sometimes.
to do about it?
All the time.
All the time.
The whole store has security cameras.
Yeah.
Constantly used. It flag. Oh.
So, Adrian makes his way out. What was Rick doing during this time?
Staying out of sight, staying next to Alice.
Okay. With Adrian coming out, is this the time Alice is going to bring it up, or?
Yeah, she'll, as we're walking to
Car park.
wherever, car park, garage, wherever, she'll pull out her phone and show both of them and ask, very wordly, you could tell mentally, obviously, what do I do if they're going to charge me with things and they're taking my brother? I don't know what to do.
Why the hell?
I think that you need to contact your brother first, because you're already being looked for. This could be a trap.
Could be. I don't want to leave him by himself, though.
All right. Well, let's
Have you texted
lay
to
out
ask
your
if
options
you
here.
can if you can talk to him directly.
The last time Alice talked to her brother, things did not go very well.
Probably never mentioned that. I'm gonna.
No, she didn't.
I know.
Alright, well, your options here are ignore it, get a warrant. You know, I feel like if we're stopped by cops anyways, we're already screwed, you know. Besides, we're leaving DC, you know, the warrant will be for here. I mean, yeah, if they look you up, they'll see it, but you know, it gives you more time to run away, right?
I don't know how warrants work, so I know from seeing on TV and stuff that the police use that to keep you from leaving places, right?
Yeah, like leaving the country maybe, but there's no police officer on the highway, you know, they can't stop every car. Or you could go show up there. It may be a trap, it may not be. I don't think they're gonna just give your brother back. So if you want him back, you're probably gonna have to steal him, kill someone. I mean, you seem to already be completely up to that. So
We could stake out where they're holding him.
I don't.
Do we even know that this is, civil services calling?
Yeah, what number is this?
It's any research, any just surface level research that you do right now, it shows up as CPS.
also, wait, why is your brother even in CPS? I thought he was with you the whole time. Did you leave him at a bus stop?
No, we had an argument, and then he left.
What kind of are you furiously writing on a notebook? That ain't an argument. Whatever.
I kind of used what I'm doing now, the telepathy, and
Did you kick up that whole nothing in life matters speech that you gave me earlier? No wonder he ran away.
what?
You're the one that said it. Nothing matters. I didn't even listen to you. I don't remember what you said, I'm gonna be honest.
I didn't say anything of the sort. When was this?
Well, it was in my head. And you're the only person talking in my head apart from myself, so...
Did it sound like me?
It's kind of hard. I mean, I hear you in my head. It sounds like me.
Can you do impressions when you're talking like that? Or does it always sound like you no matter what?
That's... I assume I've always sounded like me in other people's heads. But I've never thought about how I sound in other people's heads.
They're here.
Anyways,
We don't even know how you sound outside of our heads, so why are we talking about this?
Yeah, anyways, look, what do you want to do? Do you want to go after your brother? Because, you know what? I'm going to find a car. Well, okay, I gotta go to the gas station first, because I'm not running the risk of it not having gas.
Alice,
Yes.
the voice in your head speaks up again. We're not leaving.
Hey, what?
We're not leaving. We're not leaving this city. You tell your friends we're not leaving this city. We need to stay here. There are things that I want here. We're staying. I will force this issue. You convince them to stay, or I will make them stay. Those are your options.
Why do we need... She forgets to change to her own internal monologue. Why do we need to stay?
You have just finished listening to this week's episode of Deviant the Renegades, Children of the Plague, part of the Domain Gaming's Contagion Anthology, written and told by Wyverian. A special thanks to you, the listener, and if you wish to continue supporting us, subscribe, like, and share. As always, comments are welcome. Until the next chapter, don't stop asking yourself, is there forgiveness for the murderer that birthed you?